Motshehare, dumelang, sanbonani, abusheni, bonjour. Thank you so much to joining our show, our beautiful viewers. Welcome to our My Voice is Power. I'm sitting here today with the incredible two women. Wow, look at themselves. Look at yourself. They are really making mine fashionable, the attire. So can you tell me about why you decided to wear the PPE with the heels? Is there any specific reason that makes you to wear the way you are wearing? And also explain about that hat, the pink hat. Why are you wearing specifically pink?
Thank you. We just still want to show that even if we're in the mining space, we can still be feminine about who we are, and we're still going to be putting our lashes and going to the meetings and going underground and going to the plant with this look, because this look is not the mining industry must not define us. We define the industry and we take it head on and we lead. I'm wearing the heels because I want to show you that even if I'm a woman in mining, I can still rock my heels with this attire that I needed to wear in the mining space, because safety is important in the mining industry. So I'm wearing these heels just to show you that you can be anything that you want to be. You don't have to be channeled, or you don't have to be defined by the industry that you work in.
As we all know that mining is a very dirty working place. This overall, when you go inside, when you come back, you'll never even picture it like before it was going underground. And I'm so happy how they make mining fashionable. I can say, to add what she said, it also shows you that you are still a woman. You are still a mother. You are still a wife. It makes you not to forget the identity about you. But in you, there's that person, when you get 6 o'clock at the mine, you forgot about the other part of you, but you think about the woman you are. So let's hear my sister here. What makes you to be so fashionable in mining? I see you are wearing your makeup. You're so beautiful. By the way, you look so beautiful.
Thank you. I love style. I'm beautiful and I embrace the beauty. I want to enjoy the journey in the mining industry without being pressured. So I am going full force as a woman, as I am, and I don't want to lose myself in the process. The process for me is to grow as a woman in the mining industry, but it's not for me to lose myself as a woman. So this is me, and I'm going to make sure that this journey, I make it enjoyable, fashionable, stylish, and I'm also attracting other women that are out there and saying, you know what, I want to tap in that space, but I don't like engineers because they don't dress up, they don't look the part. But now we want to evolve, we want to change it so that it may be attractive. They must know that we are here and we can make this thing fashionable, beautiful, capable, and we are women. Our voice is power. We are able to do this thing in an elegant way.
While you are still at it about the power, the voice that is power, I just want you to explain the power that you find within you in mining. Explain to the viewers, what is that power? What can you teach somebody who's watching there, somebody who's sitting here? What is that power that you have? As we're talking about my voice is power. The power that the mining deposited into you personally, the power that you can today deposit to your fellow sisters, your fellow brothers here, for them to be motivated to go to the mining and maybe explore like you.
Okay, so my voice is power. I'm a holder of a mine manager certificate as a woman. So I can be a mine manager. I can run the operation. I've been a mine overseer operating in an environment where I was the only woman, and I was producing the same quantities that all other women, all other men, and my peer workers were white. Most of them were white. So I was in a male-dominated industry with white, and I was able to come in and show up and showcase myself. You know what? Because my voice is power. So my voice's power goes beyond your voice, but it goes above the capabilities, the knowledge. So you cannot only say your voice is power if you don't go and study. She mentioned about you can start as a mere operator. You can be a supervisor. You move with the rank, or you come in as an engineer. But even you're an engineer, you still have to do certain certification for you to be qualified. For an example, to be a mine manager. So my voice made me go through all these steps. My voice made me identify who I was, and I was able to speak and say, this is what I want to see for myself. I want to be a mine manager one day, but my voice will enable us. So I'll go to the office and say, what are the courses that I need to do for me to grow? What are the steps that I need to follow? But do I have a vision as an individual? Do I have a plan that I need to put in place for me to get to that stage? So it required a lot, and hence we are saying today, your voice is power, because you are the master of your own life. You are the master of your own career. You are the master as a wife. You are the master of everything, and it's not only career-wise. But when I move out of this office, I'm still someone's wife. So my voice is still power. I'm still a mother that needs to be mothering my kids. My voice is still power there. So we are saying as women, let's go all out there. Let's identify who we are. Let's grab the opportunities. Let's make the change that we want to see in the world. Nobody's going to come to our space and make those changes. We need to move and make the changes.
Let's hear from our beautiful viewers. What are you saying? She told you why her voice is power. I want to know, is your voice powerful enough to engage with her, to have a knowledge about where she is? Maybe your dreams is to be a miner. Let's hear from the viewers.
Greetings to everyone. First of all, I'd like to compliment what I'm seeing here, to see women in mining. You know, during our days when we were growing up, I didn't even picture that I'll go to a mine and see a woman in mining. So that only on its own, I'm complimenting you guys for that achievement. And then number two, for us when we were growing up, during career days and so forth, when they were speaking about engineering, they were never mentioning mining. I don't know, maybe because I was from township in Pretoria, Mabopane. But what can we do maybe to make sure that the knowledge about mining is there in our schools, so that when we grow up or when our children are growing up, they can see it as a career that they can pursue? Because I believe we've got problems with youth, drugs, unemployment, and so forth. So having mines all over South Africa and Africa at large, I think it's a career which, if it's introduced to schools, so what can be done to, with my voice and so forth, to enter into that space of bridging that gap, so that we know about mining, so that more people know about mining?
Okay, so you've got two ways of getting into the mining industry. You have got a facility. When you go to varsity and you want to study mining engineering, it's part of the engineering courses. So in the engineering field, you will have your mining, you'll have chemical, you'll have mechanical, you'll have electrical. in most of the university, you on your first year you study together. You start together on your first year, and then you move as you progress on the second year to your electrical, your chemical, your mechanical. So it's already there in the faculty of engineering. It's just that I think it was not something that is out there known, because people, when they speak engineering, they talk to your electrical and your mechanical and your chemical, but it's part of it's there in the institution, and it's part of the program, so it's there. On the second part is that if you have a grade 12 and maybe you don't qualify and you feel like you don't have funds to take you to varsity of some sort, you can still go and get an employment at the mine, and then you start at the lower level as an operator or as a general worker. They call them general worker, and then from general worker you will grow, but that depends on yourself. So you are not guaranteed that you'll be at the mine and tomorrow you'll find yourself as a mine manager, because that is a very long process. But your performance, it means that when you get there, you need to tell yourself that I'm here, but these are my goals. So what is the vision? The vision is for me to see myself in the next 15 years as a manager in the mining sector. So now I'm going to work as an operator, but I'll put much effort and dedication to make sure that I grow. So you move then from supervisor, you do your blasting certificate. After doing your blasting certificate, you are then called a miner. You get to be appointed legally to be a miner. After being appointed a miner, you work. And then after some time, you will be, not some time, it will depend obviously on your performance, because it's all about the performance and safety. You perform, then you're appointed as a chief supervisor. After being a chief supervisor, you will move, you grow, you go to mine overseer. After mine overseer, then you've got a section manager, section manager. But for you to move with these things, you've got a ticket, which is called a chief supervisor ticket. You've got a ticket for mine captain ticket. You've got ticket to be a mine manager's ticket. So you will have to go through all of that. That will require focus, like she mentioned. That will require dedication. That will require understanding your vision and the goal. That will require that you put your goals in a way that sometimes we are unrealistic. So you need to be realistic. What can I do in 2 years period? What can I do in 3 year period? What can I do in 5 year period? So take your time. Don't say, I want to see myself as a manager in 5 years, because when it doesn't happen, then you become discouraged. But if your goals are very realistic, then you are able to say, okay, in this period of time, this is how am I going to focus, and I want to see myself as this person. Or you then use the school one where you go and then you become an engineer, you're a mining engineer. After being a mining engineer, you're still going to come back to the mine, and then you mine, you get appointed. It's just that the program is a bit faster because you've got a 4-year degree. It's then different. Then you do your mine manager's ticket, which is only a law. After that, you are qualified then to be a mine manager. I fortunately, I wanted to move away from the operation, and hence I moved into the space of entrepreneur. But I'm still within the mining industry.
This taking us back to where we said mining is very, very monopolized. So, I mean, you are sitting here, you have never heard about career exhibition about mining. Most of the time, they do them in the small community where the mines are. They don't go broad. I wish our government, because Mentec and DMR are the beneficiary and the owner and the license holders of the mine, I wish they can go out there and educate people. Stop closing this department, this industry as small as it is, because people are not benefiting from anything in this mining industry. But who to blame? I blame DMR for those things, because they're supposed to go out and make a noise about mining. I mean, it's only in the place where sometimes people don't care about it. But if you go out there and then tell people about it, we'll have more minor. I'm an employer of minors. It's so disappointing when I went out to look for the funding to train just individual person who has a matric to go and work in the field where I'm operating, for them to get opportunity to get to blasting. But our government says I don't qualify, but I've got a workplace. So somewhere it takes us to where we are in our government, that we're not getting anywhere, is closing a lot of things. What are we doing? What is our plan to change the whole thing for government to hear us? It's easy for me to take people to the workplace and train them, but they say I don't qualify to train people. And I've got all the skills. I've got people that have got skills in my company to train at work. I've got the highest occupation. I've got a mine manager on my operation that can be able to sign the hours for the blasting ticket, but I can't get access to help the people out there. So what I'm saying, the viewers, as you are here, I'm saying, let the government open doors for this industry. Let it be dominated by other people. Even a simple person from the village must be able to get to the mining. I was going to be able to train at least 50 people for 2 years. In that time, if they are focused, they can get a blasting ticket, because you need two-year hours to get into a blasting ticket. So I'm not going to elaborate much. I'll hear from our sister Lillian. What is your voice? The power of the voice that you're talking about.
I think the power of the voice that I'm talking about also is that when we have the information, you have to be selfless about the information. When people come to you and they want to know how you got to the position where you are, you should be able to motivate them and actually maybe show them that it's not an easy thing. You know, you would have walked this journey for 10 years. You just did not wake up in the morning and get to where you are. But maybe just to act on what Mefan was saying, with regards to the you getting into the mining space and being where you want to be, there's also another angle that you can use, which is doing your learnership and apprenticeships. You can start by doing your electrical, you can start by doing your mechanical and all that, and go through the range. And sometimes people maybe will do the ends, you know, even if you haven't been able to go to the university route, you can go to the FET college and get your qualification there. And that's also another way of getting into the mining industry and actually make yourself to be heard. My voice is power in a sense that I motivate those that are within my space. I actually tell those that are within the mining industry about the opportunities that are available. I also understand that this pie is too big for us or for one individual to have it on her own. When I have opportunities, I share with my colleagues, I share with my friends that are in the space. In that way, when we come together as a unit, we are able to tackle this thing and move forward. That's why it's important that half a loaf is better than nothing. So when you have an opportunity that you know about and you can share that with your fellow people or your fellow friends or your fellow colleagues, just be that person that shares and want to do it with them. Because as soon as you've got a number of women collaborating to get an opportunity, it gives you a much higher points at the mine, because they look you as women in mining and they would want to empower you, and they're definitely going to get the opportunity. I think the power in our voice is us educating each other not to be selfish and be selfless in doing business. That way we are able to grow together and get into the space that's infiltrated by men only.
In closing, I'm going to challenge my fellow sisters here, my fellow miners, to say, how do you feel by mentoring each of you 10 people to get to the space of mining and understand mining, including myself?
I'm going to take up on that. One of the things that I need to live is I don't live for only having money, but to have an impact and if I can change someone's life by giving back. Maybe some of the things that I never had that opportunity. So I'm ready to give back to someone who's saying, I'm here, I need help. I don't know the house. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to do it. And even in my company, we're doing the community hub. So we identify someone within the open community where we are operating. We open the company for them when they are working with us. We do the training for this. It's what I'm currently doing, transferring the skill, make sure that within the 3 or 4 years when I leave, that person takes over. So even on the mentorship in terms of their career, in terms of the business, with the knowledge that I have, I'm ready to say, let's do this together, let's grow together, let's grow this nation together, because together we can. So I will take up on the 10. I can even do more, but I will start with the 10 definitely.
Our viewers, as she's saying she's available for 10, mentorship is not about you want to see a person every day. It's about when you are thinking that something, you're not getting it right, you call that person, you make an appointment to see that person to say, I want to talk about this. It's not about meeting here at church or whatever. We meet personally in the restaurant, talk about the things that you want to do for you to qualify to be in mining. I mean, not always business in mining. You can change your career about being mining. Mining is broad. Financial people can be in mining. Accountants, administration is broad. But you just need to master it to understand where can I fit as an individual with the qualification I have. Maybe you need to study a little something for you to be like a cost accounting. Because mining, they deal mostly with the cost accountants than a normal BCom accounting. You need to get more into, and there are very few cost accountants that you can find around everywhere, because people are just only doing the pure accounting. They just want to do the books. But mining, they deal about cost, because it's all about production. Everything is costed. So you are sitting there, maybe you've got you are HR. You can do well in training in mining. Just want to find out, what can I do? You don't have to change your stream. You are sitting there, you are a doctor. You can be a doctor in mining. You can do the medicals, like occupational health. Before you can enter in the mining, we get into a hands of a doctor to make sure we are healthy for us to get in mining. And there's a big opportunity for that. As young, as a black, you can add with white. We cannot be into the democracy where we are saying white or black. You can build up a company. You go and do the training and you form yourself together and become a company that are challenging the biggest companies that are there. I know one of the doctor group that challenged and took off one of the big company in mining, and they are now operating in the space as the occupational doctors. As an administrator, you can be there. You can become admin manager. So it's every one of you has mining in them. You just need to know, if I have this, what can I make it possible for me to get into mining? So it's simple.
I'm also up for a challenge. I'm taking the challenge because where I'm sitting today, I know there were men and women behind me who mentored me, who believed in me. So I would also want to make a difference to the disadvantaged that would want to have an information, that would want to be mentored. I'm taking the challenge and I'm available.
I remember back in the days, Lillian, we went to Gibbs. We were the first 10,000 women that were chosen around Africa to be representing Goldman Sachs. And we were offered opportunity to study at Gibbs. So I'm so happy to hear that you didn't just, you're not a person that just get. You are able to say, I also want to give. We went to school for free of charge, never paid anything. As beautiful as Gibbs it is, the food that are beautiful, are nice and everything, because they always boast about their food. We were there, we graduated, and we are better businesswomen today because we had to go through that program. So I'm so happy, my sisters, and said, women in mining, Womandla. This is our month. This is a month of women. It's August. As we are saying, my voice is power. Let us empower men and women. Let's not be about women only. Also, a boy child needs us. Let's empower everybody who wants and avail themselves for opportunities. Thank you so much. We are going to try and get the DMR to come here one day in our show to tell us why are they not making mining to be visible. They must tell us that secret, and we have to run with it until we get to the bottom of this. Maybe this show will help you at home, sitting there watching it, and maybe transform you. You might given hope about your life, but this show might help you. The voice is power. I'm an African woman, and my voice is power. My voice is power because one of the days I was offered to be a woman that employ black and white. At the earlier age of my life, the stage of my life, I was an employer. Sitting here now, employed more than 300 people. I feel like my voice is more powerful. And I would love to see everyone being successful. We can't talk about the voice that is powerful, but it doesn't get somewhere. Let our voice talk for us somewhere. Wherever you go, let you be the powerful of everything. Let's get this voice to be more powerful, to accumulate the wealth. We're still going to invite a lot of people in this show. You're still going to meet the women in rail, men and women that are in rail, men and women that are in medicine. We're still going to invite men and women that are in construction. Every field to be here. Just tune into this show because it's going to open doors for you. It's going to open doors that you never think it's going to open. We're going to bring them here. Even those who are in government, we're going to bring them here to explain to us why are they not opening opportunities for you in other area of workspace. Woo! Woo! Thank you so much. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday on My Voice is Power. We'll be coming with incredible mind people that are going to educate you more and more. This is about your prosperity. Remember that. It's not about me. It's not about these two. It's about your own prosperity. We are bringing people to educate you so that you can progress and be successful. We are building a wealth. We are building a history that will lead us to wealth. Thank you so much.